Well, hello. Welcome to the official Carnival Vista May 2018 ship tour done by yours truly, the narrator, Matt, half of the Cruise Geeks. And I was on the ship on the Carnival Vista in May 2018, thus the title of the ship tour. Now, I know there are a ton of ship tours out there for the Carnival Vista. There are like 547,642, but this one's going to be a little bit different. It's not maybe the complete ship tour, although we tried to cover all the bases, but hopefully it'll be interesting. So we start our journey in, or should I say on, the Serenity Deck for the Serene. This is where you cannot go if you are under the age of 18, and this is where you can go if you want to get away from the little kitties. Now, there's a lot of comfortable padded things to sit on and lay on, and there's even these pools of water that, well, they have warm water in them, which is good because the last time I was on the ship, they had cold water in them. But I think most people refer to them as hot tubs. Maybe a jacuzzi. Is there a difference between a jacuzzi and a hot tub? Oh, look. Even the Serenity Deck has not escaped chair hogs. This was like 7 in the morning or something. So there's apparently chair hogs can be found on any ship, anywhere. All right, you, time to get up. We have to move on. We have to see more of this ship. Let's go. Chop, chop. Now, of course, up here on the Serenity Deck, there's the Fresh Creations Salad Your Way bar. And you can have salad your way, which is pretty cool. So if you're looking to eat healthy and you're on a cruise, that's weird. But yeah, you can do that. You can have a salad up here without any children. Here on the edge of the Serenity area, there's a strange cylinder with a button. What are you doing? Don't press that. Don't press that button. Oh! Don't press the button. Sometimes you just can't resist pressing the button. So that's a shower, obviously. Yeah, now you know. Corner, we get to see the Kaleidoslide, which is a tube that you go through on an inner tube, which makes it tubular, really doubly tubular, and those little colored things you can see through them makes it look like a kaleidoscope. I guess it's very cool. It's a fun slide. The yellow one is also fun. That's like a twister slide. And then there's a waterworks area for the smaller life forms that inhabit the vessel. Little slides and things. Oh, so we're here on deck 12. We were just on deck 14 up there. That's deck 14 also over there. We're going to head there in a moment. There is no deck 13 because people are superstitious, but this is a nice deck. You've got your water slides over here. Yeah, hi, I just said that. A nice view of the Lido down here where we do the dive-in movies. All the seats set up for the dive-in movies, and of course the main swimming pool is down here as well. There's a lot of seating on not only 12, but also on 11, and then, of course, on 10. So we're going to head this way down to the track where you can run around, see some miniature golf, and that sort of thing. And here's the running track where you can get a little bit of exercise. That's it, Matt. I know you're on vacation, but let's go. Get that cardio going. There we go, lap after lap. Burning off all those guys' burgers and those blue iguana breakfast burritos. You look like you're struggling a little bit there. Come on, man, keep going. Think of retro Sarge. Put a little pep in your step. You can do it. Just one more lap and you'll have gone probably like a eighth of a mile. All right, now there's other gear you can use here too, different types of exercise equipment. They do have a gym on the Vista. We didn't go in there for the ship tour or at all actually, but they do have one, so if you're interested. But they also have these interesting bits of equipment out on the deck that you can try out to get your heart pumping and your muscles ripping. And is that what they do? Do they rip? Now some of them are a little bit easier to use than others. This contraption, you just sit in it, Matt. Go around. You just sit down. You can do it. Sit down. Put your feet up. Come on, man. You can see there's a basketball court back there as well. I think they also play soccer. There you go. You've got it. I knew it. I'm so proud of him.
Good job. Good job. See, easy, easy. So there's lots of exercise you can get out here on this deck. Now this contraption is for, well, I don't know. What do you do with this? That's it. I think no. Maybe you just straddle it and it doesn't move. What is this thing? What is the purpose of this? What do you do? I don't know what this is for. Comment below if you know what this thing is. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's part of the ship. Now, peeking down here, you see actually down to deck 10, and that is the Tides pool. There's also the Tides hot tub. I don't know if they call them the Tides hot tubs, but it just makes, shouldn't they? Because it's the Tides. There's a sea turtle in there, and that's pretty cool. Now, still up on deck 12, we have the Sky Greens. Hello. Oh, come this way. Come this way. I must show you something. Follow me. There's the Sky pool table and the Sky foosball. And there's some Sky cornhole. And here's a door without a handle. Read the sign. Read the sign! To open door, please push the button behind you. There you go. You first. No, really, you first. All right, so in this little area here, you've got bowling. Yes, those were bowling alleys. And there's some very strange chairs and a big TV. Now, this is not a full-size bowling alley unless you are very small. But it is an actual bowling alley. The pins drop down. I do know that while we were on it, it was mostly out of order. And over here is a large pool table or soccer field or pool field or soccer pool. I don't know. It's soccer balls in the shape of pool balls. And then it's, yeah, well, you can see it. You're about to see my expert skills at pool and soccer. Okay, well, you're about to see... All right, I don't have any skills at pool or soccer, but I am okay at bowling. See there? And the crowd goes wild. Okay, there was no crowd. So there's also the Sky Ride up here to go with the Sky Greens and the Sky everything else. And then there's the Sky Course. Do you get a theme going here? There's a lot of sky up here. And the Sky Course is for those people who, for some reason, like to walk around at great heights and nearly fall. I don't know why people do that, but some people enjoy it. Here's a better view of the Sky Ride. This is a lot of fun. It's a cool little thing to go on. This is the Sky Ride that's only on the Carnival Vista and the Carnival Horizon. And it's a lot of fun. You climb into these cars, go around the track, and if you start on the left side, you end up on the right side. It's like one long track that goes around. It is a lot of fun. It's not too scary. I don't like heights, and I was okay. And a couple things you should know. You have to wear closed-toed shoes, and you have to be wearing shorts. That means no bikinis or anything like that. You also have to have a shirt on. So we saw some people that got turned away that had to go get that stuff. So just keep that in mind if you're going to come up here. It usually doesn't take that long for people to go around, unless they're like sightseeing and just stopping. Don't do that. That's rude. Just go at a normal, casual pace, or go fast. Nobody will complain about that. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Here's another view from deck 12. You can see both the water slides, the whole waterworks, kit and caboodle, as the kids say. I don't think any kids actually say that, but there it is. And you can also see part of the pool deck down there, the Lido deck, deck 10. And then on deck 11, there's not a whole lot to look at for this video, but there are some nice lounging chairs there. So that's a great place to kind of lay out in the shade if you don't want to get sunburnt. It's also a good place to watch the dive-in movie if you're looking for a good opportunity for that. Pretty cool area. Now moving down onto deck 10, we have the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar, which is really great if you like tequila or blue iguanas. And I like both, so it's really great. And this is right by the pool, of course, kind of standard for the Blue Iguana Tequila Bar. And then, of course, we're going to walk over this way, and we're going to head right to the other way, Matt. Turn around. There you go. And we're going to go right to the Blue Iguana. What is it called? The Blue Iguana Taco Bar? The Blue Iguana Cantina. It's the Blue Iguana Cantina. I'm getting kind of staring eyes at me right now because I didn't know that. The Blue Iguana Cantina. Look at all the salsa. Look at all the salsa. Remember, this is like 6:30 in the morning or something. Probably 7 by now. Hot sauce and other accoutrements to put on your tacos, burritos, and in the morning, your breakfast burritos, which is what they make right here. Oh, it looks delicious. Hello! Good morning. So if you've never been to one of these, this is the best place to eat breakfast. You get these delicious breakfast burritos. You have all these different options. You can pause the video if you need to see what they are, but we give it a solid thumbs up, and for some reason, it's usually not very crowded. Now, if you are more into crowds and waiting in lines for breakfast, then, head on into the marketplace. That is the general buffet area, and that is also where you're going to find your more typical breakfast fare, your bacon, your eggs, your toast and pancakes and waffles and beans and, well, if you're British, beans and whatever. And strawberry and chocolate. That's the right way to do it. So right around here, there's lots of seating. It's a good view. It's a really nice buffet area, actually. And here's what I'm talking about, your continental breakfast. So you've got all of your standard breakfast fare, your milk and cereal. Everything you need for a good, delicious breakfast is right here. There's some toast and bagels and some white stuff. I don't know what that is. But fruits, delicious. Breakfast is one of my favorite meals. Why don't we eat breakfast more often? Can I get breakfast for dinner? I want breakfast. I know I can do that at home, but I want breakfast. There's Benedict Egg Cumberbatch. I want breakfast for dinner on the cruise. Oh, that looks good. I want to have breakfast right now. It's the evening when I'm recording this, but I want breakfast right now. Here's like an omelet station where they'll make you an omelet however you would like. So lots of options for breakfast on the Vista and other food times as well. Did I just say food times? And don't forget dessert, because every meal should have dessert when you're on a cruise. Remember, calories don't count on a cruise. Now, if you head out of the buffet area, you'll go to the Tides Pool. We saw that from up above, and hiding near the Tides Pool and what I like to call the Tides hot tubs is the Tides Pizza. No, that doesn't sound good. It's Del Capitano Pizza. At least on the Vista, it's called Del Capitano. On other ships, it's called the Pizza Pirate. Basically, it's a 24-hour pizza place. Pretty good pizza, too. A lot of people say that Carnival has some of the best pizza of any of the cruise lines, and I would say from the ones I've been on, I would probably agree with that. Here's that pool with the sea turtle in it. You can't see the sea turtle very well from this angle. And the hot tubs, or as I like to call them on the Vista, the warm tubs. The lukewarm tubs. But it's better than the first time I was on the Vista when they were the cold tubs, which is not what I was looking for. That cruise was in December. I wanted at least warm water. And they seem to have fixed it at least somewhat for this cruise. So there's two. They're nice sized hot tubs, and nice sized pool. They were doing some work to it. Stop! Don't touch that again. All right, good. I guess he's learned his lesson. Now let's see what's over here. Today's catch. That must mean that there is seafood around. I saw a crab. I saw a shrimp. I saw something that looked like a clam, maybe. And oh, there it is. There it is. The Seafood Shack. Now, I can't tell you how good the food is here because I don't like the taste of any seafood, but people tell me that some of it's really good and some of it's really okay, so I don't know. But I will tell you that there is this right there, the lobster roll. Can I get a lobster roll, Jenny and Tony? Yeah. Okay, now we've moved all the way down to deck 5 so that we can come investigate the 500-pound gorilla in the room. On Vista, that would be the Liquid Lounge. This is the main theater, and it's just the blemish on an otherwise beautiful ship. This Liquid Lounge has the worst seats. The problem is it doubles as a nightclub, and so the bottom level, it's completely flat. The seats are uncomfortable. They move around. The whole thing, there's lots of obstruction. It's just not a good place on the Vista. It's the worst part of the Vista. So this is the main atrium of the Vista, and it's a little short. It's a little weird feeling when you first walk in. It's not as open, but it makes up for it with these cool LED panels. And these change throughout your voyage. So right now, it's this coral reef scene, and it could be just patterns, different things like that. So it's a little bit different, and takes a little bit of getting used to. When you first step on, you don't have that big shock of the glass elevators and all that, but it's pretty cool. These are neat effect. My only complaint here is, Carnival, why do you have a coral reef from the Pacific Ocean displayed in your Caribbean sailing cruise ship? Is that me? Am I just being too picky? Anyway, there's a lot of shops on this level, on level 5. There's some down below on level 4 as well. I think we might see those in a moment, but yeah, jewelry, liquor, all kinds of different watches, the kind of stuff you'd buy on a cruise ship, or that they want you to buy on a cruise ship. Oh, and of course, the crown jewel of Carnival's shop area, cherry on top. This is the largest cherry on top at sea, as far as I'm aware. It has an outdoor area and an indoor area, and it has ice cream. Now, a little bit down the hallway from the fun shops is the Piano Bar 88, and right now it is being used for the art auction. But you can come in here in the evening, and there'll be somebody back there playing the piano, taking requests. In our experience, you have to really pay a lot of money to get your songs. But yeah. Oh, I think he wants to follow him over here. Ooh, to the library bar. Oh, sorry. This is the library bar. You can get your own wine. Yeah, I'll tell him. You can get your own wine out of this dispenser. It's pretty cool. And then you can come over here to this area and you can drink the wine and you can sit and relax. There's some books. You can check out the books, or over on the other side here, there are even some board games. So if you're bored, get a board game and entertain yourself. Pretty cool. I think that's what he's saying, but I had to mute him because he's too loud. Okay, so heading out of that area, there's another one of these Dreamscape LED sculptures. In the Dreamscape Atrium LED sculpture, which wasn't Dreamscape like a movie in the 80s with Dennis Quaid? I don't know. And then here is the Bonsai the Bonsai sushi place. You can get sushi here. I guess you probably figured that out, but this is kind of an a la carte type of situation here. So you can go and buy things independently. And then the Alchemy Bar is pretty cool. You can go buy one of their really interesting cocktails, or you can tell the bartender what you like, and they will make up something that they think will be perfect for you. I discovered that I really like absinthe at the Alchemy Bar, which is like a black licorice flavored thing. And here's Fahrenheit 555, which is hotter than the temperature to burn paper, if you're a fan of the Ray Bradbury novel. And yeah, this is the steakhouse. It is also a separate charge if you go to the steakhouse, but man, is it worth it. You get a ton of food. It might even be a literal ton of food. Okay, so moving on down the line, still on deck 5 here. Lots to do, lots to see on deck 5. And this is the Pixels Gallery. The Pixels Gallery is the photo gallery, and it is really cool because it's this digital gallery. And so if you're on one of these newer Carnival ships, you have the Carnival Hub app, you can bring up your photos on the app and then you can order them, or you can go over to one of these really cool devices, which is this whole panel is a big touch screen, and you have to enter some data here. And hang on a second, I had to get my folio number out here. So the folio number is what's on your C card. I thought it was the room number. It's not. It says right there, enter your folio number, and then your birthday. So you're about to see my birthday if anybody wants to, send me a gift. Just kidding. Just kidding. And then it brings up your pictures, and just like that, here they come, faster than there they go. All right, so yeah, it brings up your pictures from the cruise. There's some pictures from the Reflections restaurant. There's some more pictures from the Reflection restaurant. There's some pictures of Curacao, which has nothing to do with us personally. There's us in La Romana, and then Grand Turk, just general pictures of Grand Turk. And then the Sea Day, there's all these people. I have no idea who they are. So, yeah, not sure why that happens, but it will get you to some of your pictures. So that's really cool. And then you can make them bigger and see if you want to purchase them. Nice technology. And further down deck 5, we have my favorite place on the ship, the Red Frog Pub and Brewery. There it is. Oh yeah. Let's go inside and check it out. This is a great place. So this is where they make the beer. Now I'm just going to talk over myself here, or Matt, because there was music playing in the background and I'm a little worried that YouTube's going to flag that. So let me just tell you everything I wanted to say, which is that they make craft beer here and it's delicious. And they do it right on the ship, and it's a really cool process. And if you want to learn about that, you can actually take a brewery tour. And it's about $25, I think. I don't know if that price is always the same, but you get to taste all the beer. You get a pretty good value for that. Plus, you meet the brewmaster that's on board, and they're very knowledgeable. I mean, they have to be there making the beer, and they'll tell you about the whole thing and how it works. And then you get to taste all this wonderful beer. And I was skeptical. I thought, how good is this craft beer going to be? Well, turns out it's actually pretty good. So this is the Red Frog Pub. I love it. I love everything about it. I love the decor. I love that they brew their own beer. I love their beer. I don't know if I love this thing because I don't know what it is. What is this? Does anybody know how this works? That's what I'm saying there. What do you do? There was a loud cracking noise right there, so yeah, we just moved on. But anyway, comment below if you know what those things are and how they work. I'd like to know what the deal is with those. But this is fun. They have live music in here from time to time. You can go up to the tables. You can actually order your own beer. That's what I'm saying right there. You can order your own beer from the table with the tap. Just put your Sail and Sign card in there and boom, you're good to go. It's awesome. It's like $4 a beer. I mean, that's a pretty good value for a pretty good beer on a cruise ship. Not bad. Not bad at all. And then you keep going down here, and you can see there's an outdoor area, and we'll see that in a little bit. But down here we have one of my favorite bar games, which is Tabletop Shuffleboard. I grew up on this game. Very, very cool. And of course, there is foosball over here, and then darts back there. There's just a lot to love about the Red Frog Pub. It's an awesome happening spot. All right, now back here we're gonna head on out to Ocean Plaza.
Jedi powers.
Yeah, you wish. And this is a pretty cool spot. There's a lot to do and see here. This is where they did like the Harry Potter trivia, and they did some kind of weird dancing lessons. And then it's also, don't tell anybody, it's a good place to get a little bit of breakfast, sometimes a little bit of lunch. And at dinner, this is where the taste bar is, and there's not usually a line here. Now, okay, it's not as big as the main buffet, but it's got everything you need. I mean, check out this breakfast spread. You've got your bacon. You've got your eggs. You've got your bacon. You've got your eggs and toast and bacon. And did I say bacon? You've got bacon. Anyway, there's a stage. There's some tables. There's a coffee bar nearby around the corner. And you can go outside. There's places to sit. If you do My Time Dining, this is where you come to check in. And this is, the line can be long, and then they might give you like a pager and you have to wait. So that's one of the reasons I prefer the set dining time, but some people like to just go when they want to go. And it does have its advantages if there's certain shows you want to see, that you can be a little more flexible. We have the Havana Bar, and this is also where the Havana rooms are, and there's a Havana area. Last time I was on the Vista, well, the first time I was on the Vista, I've been on the Vista twice. The first time we actually stayed in a Havana cabana, which was, you know, it was cool and not cool. And, you know, there was advantages and disadvantages. But anyway, the Havana Bar is beautiful. I love the decor of this place. Just really nice tropical feel and just kind of eclectic. Just a really cool vibe in this joint. And there's a place, there's like a bandstand, so there's Cuban music that plays every night. It's a pretty hip happening spot. Lots of dancing going on here, lots of fun. And just look at it. I mean, it doesn't look like your normal, typical cruise ship nightclub. It's just got a different feel to it. This is a pretty cool spot, and it's a great place to come and unwind and relax. And yeah, speaking of relaxing, check out this area up here. This is the Havana pool area. It's only open to guests who are not staying in the Havana suites after 7 p.m. But it's really nice. Hot tubs, there's a pool, little spot you can sit in with your feet in the water, and you've got a beautiful view of the back of the ship. Okay, get ready for more lip syncing because Sting is singing right now, and we're at the Ocean Plaza. We went outside now, and yeah, I have to talk over myself because, you know, copyright and all that stuff. Sorry about that. It's the bane of YouTubers who like to vlog. But anyway, this is kind of the cool thing about the Vista. This is where the Vista really, really shines because you have all of this outdoor area along deck 5. So we wrap around here, and we actually have the Pig and Anchor. And this one is not the brew house, so there's no beer here that's on the horizon. But this is just the smokehouse, so you still get the food. Not as extensive of a menu, I don't think, as on the new horizon. Maybe Brandy Whiting can tell us more about that. I know I saw some of the food she got on the Carnival Horizon recently. It looked delicious. Watch her vlogs. And yeah, there's some pretty good food here, though, to enjoy. And then you can sit outside on this deck, and it's really good. Now, the first time we were on here, it was open limited amounts of time, but I think they've extended that quite a bit. I think it's open most days, if not every day, for lunch. But you're not going to get dinner here, at least not normally. So make sure that you are aware of when it's open. The Bonsai Sushi place also, you have outdoor seating. So remember, we saw that on the inside. You can also hit it on the outside. And it's nice, it's fancy, you get the wind blowing, you can look at the ocean while you're sailing to your destination ports. Very cool. Just lots of outdoor areas. This is, I mean, that's what a Vista is, right? And this is all about the view. And the view is, of course, gorgeous. This would be a good spot to look for flying fish right here. And it's surprisingly not windy at all. The weather's been really good on this cruise, but the wind has been the one thing that's been pretty intense. But last night and today, we're moving. There's like no wind. See, look, my hair's not blowing around or anything. How rare is it to be on the ship while it's moving? On the bow. This is the bow right here. There's no wind. You can hear me talking. There's no wind. That was for you, Tony. Here it is, the outdoor area of Cherry on Top. Of course, it's closed right now because it's, remember, early in the morning. But you can come out here, sit on this little bar, this little bench, enjoy your ice cream or your candy. More seating. And then we move on down. We're still on deck 5. This is all outdoor on deck 5. Move on down the line, and we're on kind of the other side of the ship. So now we are on the port side of the ship. Here's the menu for Cherry on Top. And I thought the breakfast area made me hungry. And then right around the corner, we have the Lanai. This is actually outside of the library bar. So, come on out here with your book, your board game, your glass of wine, and relax out here in these beautiful orange stripy chairs. And if that's not enough for you, you can go to the steakhouse and you can eat outside. This is all part of Fahrenheit 555. So you can eat steak outside, inside, wherever you would like to eat your steak. And we're back at my favorite spot. Trivia question. What is Matt's favorite spot on the ship? Yes, it is the Red Frog Pub. And this is the outdoor area of the Red Frog Pub. Very cool. Lots of seating opportunities here. You can sit at any of these tables. And there's these cool benches. You can see we passed the one. We're coming up on the other one. And the cool thing about these benches is they're actually swinging benches. So you can sit in them and you can sway. In case the ship's not swaying enough for you. And you can sway in the benches. Check this out. Oh, yeah. And of course, what ship would be complete without a casino? I guess a Disney ship would. Is it complete then? I guess it depends on who you are. For me, I don't really spend a whole lot of time in the casino. This casino was kind of closed in, which is great if you're outside of the casino because the smoke doesn't drift outside. But if you're in the casino, well, that's not so great. Here is where I do waste my money. Yeah, winter. I don't think so. But yeah, if you like the casino games, they're going to be a little smoky in here. But other than that, it's a nice casino. It's a little compact though, a little tight. Now I should note that we are now on deck 4, no longer on deck 5. That's where the casino is. So we left deck 5. Down to deck 4, we've got the casino. And then coming up here on the right is the Skybox. The Skybox is the sports bar on the Vista, and it's a sports bar that's on other Carnival ships as well. Now this is a kind of narrow sports bar. It's great unless there's like a lot of sports happening, and then this place can get crowded really, really quickly. But it's it's got a nice kind of modern feel to it. They've got the sports accoutrements on the wall, and I think this little thing I was playing with on the table, it does games and stuff that I think maybe cost you money, so beware of that. But those black screens back there are TVs when this bar is open. Those are all different TVs, so they can show a lot of different sports. There's some kind of weird gaming table on the side. I don't understand it, but somebody out there probably does. Comment below if you know about that weird table in the corner. But then we have our art gallery. So there's always art galleries on cruise ships, and it can be varying types and styles of art. And then they usually have a spot on the ship where you can walk through the Park West Gallery, and this is the one on the Vista. So, it's a nice little stroll if you're an art lover like myself. Always kind of a pleasure to walk through and see some of the artwork. Some of it is a little meh, and some of it's really magnificent. So, art's subjective. To each their own. You can even take a seat on one of these orange cushy things and observe it from there. Now you see out those windows that there's a deck out there. You can't get out there though. So unless there's, I think like the ship was sinking, then you can go out there. Maybe. But other than that, no. This is the Limelight Lounge. This is the Comedy Lounge is what it's mostly known for. And we wandered in here and I noticed that, it's empty. And there's a stage. And I thought, I've got a little sketch that I do for the Cruise Geek, so, well, let me just apologize in advance.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Matt Allen from the Cruise Geeks.
Some of you might be wondering, what is a Cruise Geek exactly? I made a little list to see if I could help you out. So here's my list. If your tech bag holds more than your suitcase, you might be a Cruise Geek. If you ask for multiple entrees at your local restaurant, you might be a Cruise Geek. If you watch and listen to more cruise programs and television shows, you might be a Cruise Geek. If you try and buy food at your grocery store or your local restaurant with your sale and sign card, you might be a Cruise Geek. If you refer to your significant other as your shipmate, you might be a Cruise Geek. If you believe that packing cubes are the 8th wonder of the world, you might be a Cruise Geek. If you get excited when reruns of The Love Boat come on, you might be a Cruise Geek. If you compare every dessert you have to chocolate melting cake, you might be a Cruise Geek. If your calendar is based on cruise countdowns, you might be a Cruise Geek. If you watch 50 plus hours of ship tour footage on a ship that you've already been on, you might be a Cruise Geek. And if you get up at 7 in the morning so that you can walk around the ship when not very many other people are on there so you can get your own cruise ship tour video, then you are definitely a Cruise Geek.
Well, that's enough of that. Listen, I want to thank you, everybody, for following along in this Carnival Vista ship tour from May 2018. Thank you so much. If you like this video, then consider subscribing to the channel. Make sure to give it a thumbs up down below. Leave any comments, and also hit that bell so you get notifications when new videos come out. I also want to give out a shout out to my co-host Tony, who was not on this cruise with me, unfortunately, but he is the other half of the Cruise Geek. You can catch our podcast weekly. And finally, a special thanks to my shipmate, my dive buddy, and most importantly, my great friend Charlie, who is the one who filmed this entire ship tour. Great work, buddy. Thank you so much. And thanks again to everybody watching. Have a fantastic day.